Hello, I am John Sang-hoon. Today, I will talk about weight transfer. If you utilize this weight well, even beginners will start hitting the ball very easily. And speed will also increase. There are many skilled players who already have good weight transfer. But what I am going to discuss is a bit different. In this video, I will explain how to effectively use weight transfer and how to make your swing easier. You only need to shift your weight just once. How did I just transfer my weight? During the address, I slightly shifted my weight to the left foot and then moved it to the right. Logically, one would think that in this circumstance, it makes sense to move back to the left during the downswing. However, if you do that, the club will not be thrown effectively, making a powerful strike impossible. Therefore, when you go to the right and then back to the left during the downswing, you need to pull the club. In this process, the wrists will relax at the back. Before the club starts in the backswing, you should slightly shift your body to the right and throw the club from the right foot. Contrary to what you may know, you should throw the club from the right foot, not by shifting to the left foot. At impact, keeping both hands in front of your body is the ideal position you are aiming for. But what happens if you slide your body to the left while saying you are transferring your weight to the left during the downswing? This will disrupt the balance and timing of your swing, making it less effective. The club is designed to fully and completely release in front of the right leg area. When the impact pose is achieved in front of the right leg, no matter how deeply or intensely you try to pull or draw your hands in, it is absolutely impossible to have the same exact hand position as the players or professionals. This is not due to a lack of skill or ability on your part, but because your body is continuously and constantly moving away and distancing from the club. Therefore, what can be understood and realized is that players do not pull their hands in, nor do they shift or move their bodies to the left as much as you do. I will demonstrate and show hitting the ball once again. I will hit the ball in a very unusual and unique pose, so please observe and watch the position and placement of my hands. From the top, I immediately and instantly sent my hip to the opposite side of the target area, and in this slow motion video footage, it appears as if my pelvis slightly and subtly moves towards the target and then comes back. In fact, this segment looks like a typical and standard swing. The swing I just performed was an exaggerated and emphasized representation of the principle and concept I want to convey and communicate to you. And now I will perform my usual and normal swing in a more typical and conventional manner. While the appearance and look may change to a more conventional look, the principle behind my swinging the club does not differ significantly or greatly. During the backswing or backswing, I slightly shift or move my lower body to the right side before the club starts moving, and I do not move to the left side at all. I move to the right side and throw or release the club from there. However, in my front swing video footage, this intention or purpose is not visible or noticeable at all. Instead, it may appear as if I slightly move to the left side during this segment or part, and then return back. When I say to hit the ball with my right foot, you might imagine a certain posture. However, the reason I don't appear this way is that while I mentioned moving to the right, my upper body remained in place. The lower body moves to the right, while my upper body stays on the left, see? This creates pressure on the forefoot of the left foot and the heel of the right foot. So it doesn't appear that way. The lower body is moving to the right, while the upper body remains centered. You can think of it like a swing on a playground. If we assume that the swing moves by itself without any help, the two pillars on either side will start to move the swing. However, you might question my explanation because I said I would move to the right and then throw the club without going to the left. Yet my posture during the swing will look like I move to the right and then to the left. But if you think about continuously swinging this swing, it goes to the right and then to the left, but it must come back out again. It goes to the left, but must come back out to complete the swing. The center from which the swing hangs is the central pillar. The central pillar is always inside the two supporting pillars. Those who are often criticized for hitting behind the ball or for having their weight remain on the right foot have allowed the center of the swing to move outside the pillar during the backswing. Even if you shift your weight to the right foot, if you keep the center in the middle, you are already pressing down on the left side. Since the center remains inside the pillar, when you throw the club in this position, the weight naturally shifts to the left foot. Therefore, there is no need to shift the weight to the left. If we think of the swing as our backswing, it goes back and you are already in a position that has moved to the left. There is no need to move to the left because the center of the swing is inside the pillar. You are already pressing down on the left side. In this state, you should not go further in but come back out. Thus, there is no need to shift the weight to the left. The center from which the swing hangs will be my head, and the two pillars will be my lower body. To swing the swing, I go back. Since the center is inside, appropriate pressure is applied to the forefoot of the left foot, and a definite pressure is applied to the heel of the right foot. In this state, since the pillars are inside, simply shaking the club will cause the weight to shift to the left as the swing finishes. Before the club starts, coming back out gives momentum to the club, and even if I throw from the right foot, the weight will definitely shift over. There is no need to go further to the left. The swing I desire is to move to the left before the club during the downswing, not to pull the club with effort. Instead, when starting the backswing, the lower body should move to the right before the club, and when the club is in the backswing and the heel of the right foot is fully pressed down, the club is thrown, and then the left foot is pressed down by the club. If the center is inside the pillar, meaning your upper body is inside the right leg, the more the weight shifts to the right foot, the more powerful it becomes. Even though our movement is leaning towards the right foot, because the center or the upper body from which the swing hangs is inside the pillar, the left leg slightly bends, creating pressure on the forefoot of the left foot. The weight is also on the heel of the right foot. In this state, when you throw the club, the weight shifts to the left due to the club. You have come back out behind the club and leaned on the right foot, but since the pillar is on the left, pressure is also applied to the forefoot of the left foot, preparing this leg to jump. There is no need to slide your body further to the left. Ultimately, the backswing starts. The lower body moves first, and when the heel of the right foot is fully planted, the club is thrown from this position, following the club's path. By swinging this way, you will feel that you can use your strength properly. I will move my lower body back before the club, and my upper body, like a swing hanging, will always be kept inside this pillar. Therefore, when the lower body shifts towards the right heel, the upper body tilts to the left, causing the left leg to bend and pressure to build on the toes of the left foot. In this position, when the heel of the right foot is fully planted, you will throw the club and naturally follow through to complete the finish. You need to inject energy into the stationary club with your body and hand over control of the club at the top. This is the proper way to use your body and the club. In short, it means to go back and throw. Like a swing that moves on its own, use the pillars of your legs, that is the lower body, to move to the right. When the swing comes up and the heel of your right foot is fully pressed down, do not move to the left at all. From this position, that is, from my back foot, which is my right foot, you should throw the club. Then follow through to the finish with the swung club. You only need to shift your weight once like this. Move the lower body back before the club. and the upper body should always stay inside the right leg pillar. This way, when you throw the club during the downswing, you can use the pressure from the left leg to change your position. I will not slide to the left any further. I will move to the right before the club. And when the heel of my right foot is fully pressed down, I will throw the club from here and follow through.